Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to another live trading session, Tuesday, as you are already used to it. Uh, we are witnessing a little pump from Bitcoin here, but definitely I'm not looking for any long positions right here. I'll just let the price be, respect the pump. Maybe we can even have a swing failure of the main pivot high here at 67,000. We'll see. Today we'll make the plans to see what we can trade with, see the potential setups that I will take, and you are already used to it. What I'm expecting for the markets, how I will play it, and so on. Yeah, what setups I have, and so on. Not a bad TP1 at all here. Not a bad TP1 at all, because it's coming back to the entry. So someone in the morning posted a nice short setup from the top, like the result, I mean the PNL. I'm not interested in the amounts. I'm interested on the entry that you have and how you executed the plan. I usually give it a bit more time, like 3-4 minutes until everybody hops up. I'm still swing short on 4 hours time frame. Let me show you this chart here. I had a short here, was risk free, so nothing to lose on this one. If it goes to take the stop loss, it means it's break even because I already took the partial. Then I took another short because we had 2 4-hour candles rejecting the SFP of the equal highs at the channel highs and previous week high. It was a setup. I don't care about the results. I'll take the stop loss. So if this one goes all the way up, then I'll lose -1%. That's it. Simple. The break even. I took partial here. This one will be stopped out. I think we can actually start. Regarding the question, your short is on. Well, I have any reasons to close it? I don't think I have any reasons. And usually the people are asking me that. They are new to this community. They don't know the fact that I'm not just closing positions. You do what your plan tells you, but I'm not just closing positions because I think that something will happen. All right. I think everyone who wanted to join, it's already in the live stream. Before we start the live, I have a request, please. We are more than 100 people here. So before I will start shaping the plans, please go on that post, hit the like button, and retweet or bookmark or comment, please. And then we will start live. Because less than 20%, less than 10% of the people in the live manage to interact. It helps a lot with the algo. And 20 likes, I mean, we can do way more. I'm usually expecting in the 100s. And not only because the live stream is recurring, and there are so many good setups in these live streams, but the fact that it's consistently delivering results. And if you check the last 10 live streams and the setups posted here, you will see the quality of the setups. All right, let's go. I'll start off with USDT dominance, and what we can observe here is a potential breakdown. Yeah, so we have a breakdown from the channel. All right, that's true. But something else is happening here. When you have a breakdown from the channel, you will not assume the fact that you have a trending market anymore, but you will assume the fact that you have a ranging market, meaning that most likely the next pivot for a potential bounce in the USDT dominance will be this swing low, which created the new pivot high. All right, so we concluded that. It means that the next area which I'm looking for a potential short in Bitcoin will be once USDT dominance taps the swing low, which created a new high. As you saw yesterday, I didn't put too much weight on the shorts. I did mention that I'm not putting too much weight on the short. I have Bitcoin and Ethereum, but low risk ones. And I mentioned that it's not yet the ideal price action. So this would be the main confluence. By the way, if you want chart request or you want to ask me about any chart, don't put it on YouTube because you will interrupt somehow my analysis because I'm reading the chat, but put it on Twitter. And I have a special period at the end of the live stream. I have a special period when I'm just looking at the chart request. So I'm analyzing USDT dominance. I see absolutely no reason why you should ask me about XRP now. But put it on Twitter and I will take care of that. If you put it here, I'll totally ignore it and I won't do the analysis. All right. So I hope I cleared up that one. So first confluence for me on taking some short shots at the market would be here. We also have a 0.5 GAN retracement. But in the same time, be careful, the market can go even higher. I'm not saying that it can't. We can have actually an AB equals CD setup incoming here because we have 3 protected highs, which mean that the market can actually send the price a little bit lower, maybe even into the previous month low. You know, on Ethereum, for example, my main area for where I'm looking for shorts and I will go swing short, it's the one that I explained yesterday. I don't know how many people took attention on what I posted, but I will show you. Because on Ethereum, we have a market maker buy model, and usually the point in which Ethereum will reverse, it's that draw of liquidity, which happens to be at previous month high. So these are the two areas. I'm either looking for shorts in crypto at a swing failure of this pivot low or at the previous month low. Now that we concluded the confluence for USDT dominance and where are the areas where I'll be looking for shorts in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's put an alarm here to at 7.78. Let's go also on USDC dominance because I want to make the things clear and straight. Go on a daily basis. On a weekly basis, guys, this is an uptrend as it can be. Meaning that crypto has been in a bear market. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows on a weekly time frame. That reflects on what do we see on Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the other assets. Now there is an interesting thing happening here. If we zoom in a little bit on the daily time frame, we can see that the price starts to have the incapacity to just make higher highs and higher lows, and we have the first deviation confirmed. And we have some M tops here. It's an M top. Maybe we confirm this one here, but I'll treat it as a range, exactly like the one that I explained on USDC dominance. Let's see if we reclaim here for a potential AMD. But the first massive area of support which I'm seeing on USDC dominance falls about here at 3.18, something like that, around here. That would be a pretty good confluence for some shorts on Bitcoin and Ethereum if the market gives me the specific levels. Now, let's look at some setups which I posted. Actually, let's frame Bitcoin from the scratch. Yeah, I'm not yet looking for any aggressive position. I have longs on XRP. I have longs on yes, this one wasn't filled. This one wasn't filled also on ES. And I think we have longs on Doge. Yeah, we have a long position on Doge. There we go. Still at entry. Okay, let's go with Bitcoin. Make the plans from scratch. Let's go on monthly time frame and 4 months. 4 months. Usually, when you want to look for continuation, my thesis is fair value gap is the king. We have a big fair value gap on a 4 months. Yeah, I'm going to show you. Oh, damn it. I'm going to show you even the yearly one. And by the way, now I see it everywhere. If you go back in 2025, when we were at 120,000, and I was speaking about the fact that we will fill the fair value gap, everyone looked at me like retarded. And I'm pretty sure that most of you remember that I posted and we framed this chart together. The post went pretty viral, but not in the positive manner, because I did mention that we will dump at least at a 0.5 GAN of the yearly fair value gap. Anyone remembers that? Yeah, there we go. We tapped precisely the 0.5 GAN of the yearly fair value gap about 1 year later from the post that I mentioned. Now, it doesn't mean that price can go lower. It's a yearly chart, and we have about 5 more months. 5 more months until the market will close the candle. But in January, what I want to see the candle closing above this area, or at least above this pivot high, the candle body closing above 69,000. So I do think the year end will be pretty bullish for Bitcoin, but we have a long way until then. 4 months. If you look at the 4 months time frame, then we might have some potential events. So remember, it's crypto. I'm here for about 5 years or 6 years. I can't remember. I don't care anymore. But man, the events which you see in crypto, you don't see anywhere. And the fucker you see on crypto, you don't see anywhere. And if you're not expecting the worst, then you're not in the right spot, guys. If you're not expecting the worst and hoping for the best, then you're not in the right spot. We definitely have the quarterly support here. You can see the candle bodies and the 0.5 GAN of the yearly support at 59,000. All right, I got filled on some spot exactly at 61.8, but it's not even 10% of what I'm aiming to buy, and I'm not in a hurry. I don't feel the FOMO to buy because my plan is to DCA below 61.8. So there are 2 areas which can still be filled with a big week. I don't know what event will come or what will happen, but market structure already shows the fact that there is a good probability that we might have a week into 49,000, or we might have a week even into 38,000. And now, again, like when I mentioned about the 12 months fair value gap, again, they will start going in my head because I said the market can dump to 38,000. Monthly candle is looking good. I'm not gonna lie, but guys, don't be bullish here. don't be bullish here because you might be the last one to be bullish. Yeah. So that cleared up. We already understood the context on a 12 months, 4 months. Now we are in the monthly time frame. We can observe that here we are. We're going to meet a big resistance area. If we look previous all-time high, then is the pivot low which created the impulsive move. Same stuff, the pivot low which created the impulsive move. There are two main areas here for big shorts on a monthly time frame. So it's 69,000 area and it's the 77,000 area. Like the same area which I was bearish and I posted lots of bearish setups here in the monthly FEG. I'll do the same here. There is a big thing happening right now. We have 10 more days until the monthly close. And I do think that the great shorts will be coming next month. And I think August will be pretty bearish. Why? Well, it depends a lot on how this monthly candle will perform. We already have a monthly FEG. We have a displacement. Okay, you might say, well, bro, the monthly candle is not closed yet. And the market can actually eat all that fair value gap and we can go all the way up to 74,000, have a bullish engulfing, and then there you go. I told you the bottom it's in. Yeah, can happen. Anything can happen, as I told you. It's crypto. But I do expect that this candle, it's a bit overexhausted. And even if I'm looking at the previous candle and put a 0.5 can, we tapped 0.5, the half of the candle. It can go to the quarter, like 75%. Yeah, it can tap that one at 69,000. But the point is, if we close a bearish fair value gap, let's make the point faster. If we close around 66,000 and we confirm a bearish fair value gap, the next month, if we do a swing failure of the current month high, we will end up exactly in the same manner like we ended up in May. Yeah. Tapping into resistance. Look left, this is resistance. And then we make another low. Something like this. So have this candle, do another SFP of the candle, and then do something like this. Yeah. This is what I'm expecting if the chart will close like that in about 10 days. And I spoke a bit too much about the high time frame overview. Let's go on the weekly. Well, I know a lot of people, they like to take this trend line and say the bottom is in. But keep in mind, this pivot high creates the new low. So basically, both of them, don't ask me what you should do. You do what you want. I'm not here to tell you what to do. By the contrary, you should do what you think. I'm not clicking for anyone. This is not, it's for analysis purpose only. Yeah, you can eat. I think you can eat, Skype. We have a big bearish FEG here. You can see June, the beginning of June, we have a big displacement. Usually, when I have a big displacement like that, I'm looking exactly at the 0.5 of that specific candle to get filled, and we rejected initially. And now I do think this is a corrective wave, meaning that we might have something like this, and then we just dump once again. This is nothing impulsive. If you go on a weekly basis, you can see it's just a consolidation, like a slow grind. And this is just a big impulsive move from the market. So now we are just correcting the bearish impulsive move which we had previously. Now, if I'm looking for shorts, it depends a lot on the time frame. But I did mention on Twitter that end of the months are usually bearish. We had all the month, we pumped. All this month was pumpy. And now I'm expecting some bearishness, also in confluence with a plan that auto posted on S&P 500. And that brings me to the daily time frame. Finally, now we can look for some setups. Now we can look at the daily time frame where we are in a range. I know a lot of people are looking for the range from the left side, but we are in a bear market. We are not in a market where we see strength, meaning this pivot low. Because a lot of people are expecting that if we reclaim this pivot low, automatically we can speak about 82,000 as a take profit. But lots of people, they are ignoring the fact that we have a big impulsive move. That's in a ranging market. For the moment, we are still in the bear market. That's my opinion. Even though if you go on a 4 hour to daily, indeed we are ranging because it's summer period. But I don't know if a lot of people are understanding the fractals of the market. So I did try to short here the equal high swing failure in the 88.6 fib. I had the first confirmation on a daily basis. I took the short as I showed you on this previous chart here on the 4 hour time frame. Yeah, and now I'll live with the result. If that one goes out and I take the stop loss, then most likely I'll play exactly the same setups which I posted here at the bottom. It's funny that people who are not watching me actively, they say, well, you shorted all the way up, you didn't took any long. Are you sure? I posted a long exactly from 57,800. Yeah. From around here. And then I posted another one as a confirmation. So I do think that I did a good job on explaining, that this might be the bottom and we should go with some longs. Now, absolutely, I'll be short here and I'll be looking for shorts or take profit from my long positions. I'm not looking for longs in a deep premium. So 2 scenarios. Yeah, Bitcoin looks strong until it doesn't anymore. So we either reject here the candle body for the candle bodies on a daily time frame. This is a big supply area. So 66,300. I posted yesterday also the AB equals CD. This can be the top, or it can go all the way up here, have some manipulation, take some time, make a distribution Wyckoff, and then we get an AMD. So that can be the case. I will also go on 12 hours. I'll also post we'll go also on the altcoins. So have patience to finish with Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then we can go in the altcoins. I'm still expecting for the price to go and retest this area. We don't have any retest so far. The price is just doing some sort of NAB equals CD. It's absolutely irrational to think about 72,000 when we didn't even cleared 67. So try a little bit, guys, when you ask a question, try a little bit to think about how that question will help you and if it will help you to make money. What's the purpose to think about 70,000 when we didn't even pass 67? It has absolutely no rationality. And as I told you, absolutely in everything it's possible. Anything is possible in crypto. So these are the setups which I'm looking for. There you go. I'm still short. Invalidation at a high. I will look for a new short there. Then the first take profit area, my main take profit area, actually it's 62,000, and then I'm looking for this 59,000. This is the plan. Now, if I go on a low time frame, I don't see anything yet. I might be filled on another short position, which I'm looking for at 66,280. That's the AB equals C target of the fib extension, and the candle body on a daily basis, the daily resistance here. So I might get some new short positions soon. Now let's go on to some shitcoins. I took a long yesterday, which I posted on Twitter and VIP. I don't know, it's a confluence of multiple setups, like bullish market structure shift on 12 hours. We had some W's going on. They left a shit tons of equal lows, which is annoying, really annoying, but it is what it is. But I took the long and I posted it. Now, Aave short. Aave short was in deep profits. I took TP1 here. I'm not closing the position. I'm still want lower from Aave. It can do whatever it wants. ZEC, I'm still short. Nothing changed. It's holding this trend line here, as you can see. But on 4 hour, actually, we are rejecting the trend line. I can see this one dumping further. You can see we are taking this very shorter block as resistance. So I'm still expecting it to go lower. So I have a long on Doge, short on Aave. Bitcoin gets into my main short area. I said ZEC short. I'm in the hyper liquid short. I took most of my profits, 80%. I'm out. Guys, this is why I speak about risk management so much. Because, for example, I tried one short here, out at break even. I tried another short, that was a stop loss. And then the next short hit about 12 hour. You tell me. You don't need to be a smart ass. You just need to put the trades in the market and stop living with the emotions and trade with the results. Because if you're compounding the right results, then it will be you will be quite shocked about how well you will perform in about 100 trades. But if you put too much weight on one setup, like I see a lot of people fearful. For example, oh my God, you are in a loss here. Don't you close the trade? Close the trade. I mean, come on, you are underwater. You are like minus 0.2% underwater. Guys, it's 0.2% or 0.4%. If you put your whole portfolio, that's up to you. That's not my style. I know it's encouraged by the moon boys and influencers, shit like that. It's up to you. I don't care. Actually, I started ignoring the stupid questions. If you want to improve, if you want to be better, we are here. I'm here. But if you want to be stupid and retarded, like asking the bad questions, and I'm not going to answer them because they have absolutely no logic. Play level by level. This is my style. I'm looking for level by level trading. I don't care if Bitcoin goes to $10 or $20, or if Bitcoin goes to $500,000. I don't care. Yeah, spot bags, I might care about it, but when it comes to trading, I don't give a damn. So Doge long, Aave short, ZEC short, Hyperliquid took most of the profits. I'm still in this stupid long position on Tao, which I posted about 1 month ago. We were back in June when we took the short, and I said that once I take profit from the short, I'll switch to the long side. Yeah. And I posted this long position a long time ago. Still at the entry. Nothing I can do, but I don't like the fact that it's spending way too much time in that area. We are trying to do some W on a daily basis, but it's not confirmed. So it's still resistance. It's fighting with this key resistance at $200. So I don't put too much weight on this one. So far, it traded absolutely perfect. The chart traded perfect on Tao. and I had pretty good results. At least to give me 250, take most of my profits, and then I can short again. XRP, a setup which I posted about 1 month ago. A setup which I posted 1 month ago. It's in profits. You can see it. I mentioned the fact that as long as we stay above the trend line and we just try to make higher lows, I expect XRP to deliver a little bit and at least to retest this candle here, like 0.5 GAN of this week. That would make me happy. Somewhere around here. That would make me happy. US ES 500. I don't have a fill on my long yet. I took most of the profits from the short, but nothing that I can do here. We are right in the middle. Solana, absolutely nothing. I'm waiting for an entry at $69. Atom was a good example on why this period is so bad on altcoins. This period is not the proper period to look for longs. Indeed, I tried XRP, which actually proved itself to be quite a good setup, and Tao, which is lagging. So that's the only two setups which I have. Atom had a very, very good setup here. We had an AMD manipulation here in the GP with a bullish market structure shift. We had a dead cat bounce indeed, but you can see it was a dead cat bounce, and we just created a lower high, which led to another lower low. So I'm not willing to put too much risk on these coins, guys. It's not the right time. For you, if you think it's the right time, do whatever you want. I'm not here to tell you what to do. In my stupid books, I can see a fractal going on here, and I can see Bitcoin dominance going to 69%. Take this high here, and then we can actually speak about a dump. It hit my level? Not yet. Stop drinking cold water? Yeah, that would be a good idea, but in the summertime I cannot do that. That would be a good idea, but actually I cannot do it. Did we spoke about Ethereum? No, I don't think we spoke about Ethereum. No? Okay, Ethereum. Once again, so let's go on Ethereum, Bitcoin. I posted this chart in 2025, if you remember this fractal chart on 2025. Now everyone will be a smartass. In hindsight, everyone is a smartass. But when I say that we might find a bottom here, I was retarded, and people were saying way lower. Don't get me wrong. I like buying my discounts, and I like when a chart goes lower because I can buy at a good price. That's why they think I'm bearish all the time. It is what it is. But so far, we are just making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. The only bullish thing which is going on here is the fact that we took the weekly W as support. That's the only good thing for the moment. And as I explained previously, I posted the fractal even on Twitter in 2025. And I said it will take more time. Yeah, you can see exactly around here. And we managed to make a bottom around December. It can happen exactly the same. Yeah. If you also followed Paul, he did mention that he's not expecting like 4K Ethereum or 5K Ethereum in 2026. And I have to give him that. I'm expecting the same. I think we can range a little bit more here. Yeah, start a little bit performing, then range a little bit more. What's this? Oh my God, I'm in July 2027 already. Yeah, I should have taken into account. Yeah, have a little pump in October, then something like this. And then we can find the bottom and this shitcoin can actually perform in 2027. Yeah, that's my 2 stupid cents. But I think we might find the bottom here. And then there will come the question, should I long, should I buy, should I do whatever you want? It's your plan. I'll not take the profits for you. I'll not buy myself a plane. You do whatever you like and whatever you want. But keep in mind, this doesn't mean that Ethereum bottom. That doesn't mean that Ethereum bottomed. We are indeed making a bullish pattern here. And it's a bullish pattern which I don't have to, which I cannot ignore. All right. If you watched yesterday the 12 hours plan which I posted on Ethereum, where the heck is that chart? Why do I have this shitcoin still here? Oh, my beloved Litecoin. I said that's a good buy at $40. Seems like it was a good buy at $40. We'll speak about that one later. There you go. So yeah, you don't comment here, you comment on Twitter for the chart request. Yesterday I posted the Shark setup. For me, Ethereum and Shark, like 78.6, it's like milk and honey or bread and butter. I'll take it all the times. I'm going to take my loss here. I say that the ideal price action would have been the Tuesday, the high of the week, and we stop around here. We don't SFP this high. And then we go for this one, kind of a seek and destroy profile. And then I'll take the long at 1,800. But if we go on a 12-hour daily basis, you will see that I'm expecting this market maker buy model with the final take profit at around 1.6 to 1.8 and the previous month high. Let me put the previous month high. There you go. So about $2,000. I think Ethereum is going in the 2,000 area. Well, if it's going to 2,000 area, why don't you market long it? Kind of the questions that I'm receiving. So that's the main area where I will look for swing shorts. Why? Damn simple, because if the market creates indeed a higher high, what market needs to do to confirm that we indeed have a bullish trend? It needs to make a higher low. And where the higher low it's usually made, it's made in the GP, like in the long reload zone. Therefore, if I have a setup around here with a short at the $2,000, then I can easily make about 4 or 5% profits if my thesis is correct. If not, then I will lose about 1%. So I'm still expecting Ethereum to retest 1,600 area. And now I already see the comments. You are retarded. Ethereum will never dump to 1,600. You don't know what you're speaking about. Let's see if we have an SFP here. Come on. Ethereum will never go below, no? That kind of, I need to see the pivot low which started the move. somewhere around here, actually. Let's put this one. I'm all right with this one. The guys in the VIP, they are laughing about the about my attitude on the public live streams and how I'm speaking in the VIP live streams. I mean, it's absolutely normal because I know those guys for years. I mean, most of them have been my students in Kapwatu, or they are already for 2, 3, 4 years in the VIP. And I don't get this kind of question. Should I go all in? What do you say? It's a good setup? What do you think? Yeah, I think we should go. Oh my God. Now you see lots of resistance here. We are getting in a red area for Ethereum in my books. And I think a lot of people will start to be really bullish here, which is not bad. What I hate right now about taking this short, it's the fact that we are kind of a mid-session. Maybe equal city target hit. Yeah, it still has a little bit more room until the pivot high here for a potential AMD. The risk to reward is quite good here if we just stop. And there you go. I have a short field. I should announce the VIP guys. Man, Hyperliquid from the strongest coin, it's weak as it can be. This looks really weak. So we got the AB equals CD short field, and it's a pretty good confluence with the fact that Ethereum is right at the previous week high sweep. Ah, there you go. I think I will take a little shot here. Yeah. Well, yeah, I am. I mean, OBV is looking fine. I get it. Institutions are buying. You are retarded, Stefan. Institutions are buying. Everyone is buying Ethereum. The addresses have increased by 50%. You will be the last one. All these news are for public, guys. I don't know if you know that by now. We have a 5-minute candle confirmed already. It's tempting. Pope? Which Pope? I'm tempted. Let's see which is the low-hanging fruit so I can frame the proper risk to reward and give it a little bit more room to breathe. So the low-hanging fruit would be the equal lows here. We are still on the wrong side of the trend line, which is not making me happy. I think that's a shark level, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So the long-hanging fruit should be 78.6. That's about what? 7 point UR. I think I shouldn't be greedy. Go with the 5R. So 11 and 26 minutes. We have the 30 minutes candle closing in 3 minutes. I think I'll wait for that one. Let's go on 1 minute and see what the heck is going on. But definitely it's not looking bad. We have a 5 minutes confirmation, 50 minutes candle closes in 3 minutes, and 30 minutes closing also. You think market cares where we have the TPs and so on? I went with 0.5 in, but I have a entry worse like this. I'm still waiting because I want to add and I want to lower my my stop loss. Why I deleted Ethereum from the chart? And what is this if this is not a 5 minutes SFU? tell me what a 5 minutes SFU means. Isn't this a 5 minutes SFU? I don't know, maybe I'm retarded. I think I am anyway. AB equals CD hit perfectly, the 66,288. We have some rejection going on there. 288. Check. All right. Close above and then close below. I don't know. For me, an SFP, like swing failure pattern in the books of the swing failure pattern, means it takes the level, takes the liquidity, and then closes the 5 minutes candle below, which we did. I don't know anything else. Then we have the deviation, which is different. Deviation meaning that we have a Wyckoff distribution in progress, meaning that we stay above the previous week high, we spend a little bit more time, and then price starts to do this. Doop, doop, doop. Takes, okay, like that, and takes another time to high, and it fails to hold above the highs. This is a deviation because price sits above the previous week high and starts a distribution. This is not an SFP, this is a deviation. Different setup. Well, pretty good reaction from the AB equals CD. Let me tax VIP because we've been filled in that short perfectly. V short filled perfectly. I have a nice scenario from Otto. He made a really nice plan on Nasdaq and S&P. He has a good, a very, very good read of the market. But essentially, damn it, the cold water, sorry. Essentially what he's highlighting in that plan, it's some seasonality with linked to mid-elections and also August. And what he means, about 80% of the midterm election years have a substantial drop in September, October. Really nice. He made a nice analysis. Yeah, I'm actually reading what he posted, but very good. A very good read of the market and very good context. I don't know how to share that one, but because it's like a big plan. Okay. BNB. Oh my God. BNB. What to think? It's, look at the monthly time frame. Name of who? He's a gladiator in our community, a professional trader. He's trading the traditional market. Otto. I think he's here in the chat too. What do you think about BNB from... I don't know what I think about BNB. I did mention the one, well, BNB was at $700. I did mention that I'm expecting it to go at 200. I should actually retweet that tweet because it will be interesting. I expect BNB to go all the way down to 254. But I can't find my... I cannot find my post, my analysis. Well, it happens. Shit happens. Whatever. But I did mention that if we go below this swing pivot highs, then I expect the market to get back inside the range. You ever heard me to add with the same setup? I don't know. Stop inventing things that I'm not doing, and then you say that it should be a normal thing to do. If you have a setup, you play it. For example, why I should add to the short here? Maybe wait for the M top retest at 96 bucks, a bit higher. Maybe put some confluences, put a trend line here. There you go. Yeah. And that will be a different setup. So I like to play isolated, meaning that if I open a trade, it opens a new individual trade, not that I will add to my position and then I'll have a different entry. That it's a different trade. So if you want to take another shot here at the market, where the heck it is? 706. It means that you might want to look for the M top retest here. Guys, stop asking me what I'll do because I know what this question leads to. You don't have the trust in the setup. You don't have the setup vetted. You don't know the result, but you want to see the opinion of someone else taking the setup, so it enforces your bias and your opinion. It's irrelevant what I'm doing. I'm framing the setups. If I frame them, it means they are valid. If I don't frame something, you hear me. It doesn't make sense, or it looks like crap, or I'll not take it. But if you see me framing something, it means that it's valid. Ay, ay, ay. This is why Aleman said that, and the guys in the VIP said that. I have a different approach. So let's make some setups updates. Bitcoin reached my short positions, like short scalp. This is a 4-hour, 12-hour time frame. So it hit the AB equals CD. There I have a 0.5 risk short position, which I posted yesterday. Ethereum, I took this short here with a bit wider stop loss, 1968. Doge, I'm in the long. And then again, the question, well, if you're short Bitcoin, why you long Dogecoin? I think I'm dying. TP1 hit on Aave. I'll look for another short position maybe at the 97 area. ZEG short, I think it's fine. I think we will just reject here and goes lower. It looks like it's rejecting quite aggressively on the 4-hour time frames. It's hovering around this key SNR. So for me, it doesn't make sense to take a long here. The risk to reward is not there. Tao, I don't know. It's just taking its time. Doesn't do anything. And then S&P, I'm waiting for the long position. In regarding to the plans, the swing plan, which Otto posted, maybe I can ask him to post it on Twitter so I can retweet the seasonality context which he made. By the way, don't go all in here because this one is still making higher highs and higher lows. It's not yet validated by a trend line breakout. Breakdown in our case, like something like this. And then you can actually look for a 61.8 retracement, and that's a confirmed setup. Yeah, something like this. So I still think it might take a little bit more time. Also, the time is not right. That's why I gave it room. The time is not right because we have 4 hours until New York opening, and usually New York they like the manipulations, and we can actually create an AMD at New York opening here. Low risk, guys. Low risk. Don't be a hero in the order books in the summertime. Summertime, it's insanely difficult. If you don't know how to take partials, you will wake up with the price. So you will be in profits. You will take a screenshot and you'll send to your wife or girlfriend, or you put it on Twitter. Look, I made $10,000. And then you go make a coffee and you will be at break even. So learn how to take partials. Yeah, well, if you listen to what I mentioned at the beginning of the live, we should go lower. A bit more lower. Let's see what PJ, I think PJ took the setup. Let's see what they're doing there. Yeah, the guys in the Capo too, they are making nice plans. I see Aleman posting damn nice plans, which are forward. Insanely good quality. He's speaking with K. Oh, that's what I like. The quality of their analysis, it's insanely high. Now, let's see if I have any chart requests. Hopefully, I don't have any chart requests because a lot of people will start asking about useless coin or about cat dog or I don't know, snail cat coin and stuff like that. And I received a big fair share of requests lately to shield these coins and post the charts. Really nice offers. I mean, if the coin goes to 200 million, they can easily use 50,000 for an influencers to shield them. Well, I use low risk positions when I'm entering without confirmation. I'm going with 0.25. For example, I'm going with one bullet and white stop loss. So that's one of the main things. Use white stop loss, carve, and low risk until you get the confirmation. Come on, guys. This one will have all the bullish divergence in the world. I know there's a lot of people who came after 10 by 10 event and they are not burned yet and they start to DCA now. I don't know. It can be a smart move. They can be smart. I don't say that. I don't say it. Not. But I've been to the 10 by 10 event. I've been in the FTX and I've watched six figures altcoins portfolio doing 10x in the opposite side after the 10 by 10 event. I'm not selling. They are in a loss. I took my hit, but I'm not adding more shitcoins. No, thank you. I don't know if this one it's a shield like the ones that I'm getting in the DM on Twitter, but no, thank you. No, thank you, guys. I'm done with the shitcoins. Until they prove me, let's go on others and tell you my point. So we'll go on a weekly time frame. Let's delete everything. I'll put it back. This is not something bullish. We're on the wrong side of the trend line. Yeah, this one can easily do something like, oh my God, altcoins are back. Not anymore. And actually here in this weekly FEG, we are doing something. I will only start looking for the altcoins after others gets on the other side of a trend line. Until then, I'm not touching them, not even if you give me free money. So this is where I'll look for some altcoins. This is where I look for some altcoins. Somewhere in January, February next year, you already have the time spawn. Yeah, October, November, December, January, something like that. Until then, most of them will go to zero. Well. Let's call it a session. I know PJ. The next point for PJ, it's simple. It's the SFP of the pivot high here. Pretty simple stuff. If you want to play the summer period, you either wait for the SFP of that high, or I don't know, maybe. But this one doesn't have any previous peak high. It's all the way down here. And if you put an LJ, then it's still on the bullish side of the LJ. So that remains the only pivot high. And actually, that's a smart move. If you just wait in the position of having no trade and you wait in cash, that's a pretty good move because you don't have to risk anything. So wait for the proper setups. Now Ethereum is different because it has a setup already, previous week high sweep. But the point is that we are still before New York opening, and we can have, as I showed you earlier, we can have our distribution Wyckoff in progress. We can actually reclaim the previous week high, which I think I'll close half of this position and wait for a trend line breakdown, and then I will look for the short after we deviate here. I don't like the timing now. It's 11:45 here. We have 5 hours until New York opening. And usually you don't get the reversal mid-session. The reversals are usually coming at the New York or at the New York PM, meaning after the burgers are closing the positions. So I don't expect the market to have a pretty big reversal right now. Half of position for me, 0.25 for the moment. As I received a lot of DMs in that regard, in the subscription side, if it's the same like the VIP, no, it's not the same. And the purpose, it's totally different. I mean, in the subscriptions, I'm trying to enforce a lot of the idea of psychology, of a person to take responsibility. Actually, I'm doing that everywhere. Take responsibility for its own analysis, for its own decisions. You do what you think, because in the end, and I'm trying to erase that wrong mentality of laying back and doing millions of dollars while copy trading or stuff like that. It doesn't work. It's not working like that. If it would have worked, everyone would have been a millionaire by now. It doesn't work like that. So stop lying to yourself. Stop chasing the new shiny thing syndrome. In the VIP, I'm live trading each day. The guys which are entering the VIP, they can ask me questions. I can show them on the chart we discuss, and actually I know them. I know them for years already. If you want to learn how to create a system, how to slowly build that trader profile, will take time. You can read all my articles, which I posted on X. But you need to put the time and effort. You need to have patience to read them. You need to put the time and effort. Otherwise, you cannot do anything. By the way, today, let's. I think I'll do a stock update. I do them usually midweek session on my spot bag. As I mentioned, this is a little old lady strategy. Oh, look at this one. I have an entry, a perfect one. It's a little old lady strategy also this one. Meaning that I allocate a specific amount of money. So definitely is not all the money that I have I'm going in the stocks. No. If you have 1 million bucks, for example, I'll be using 100,000 specific for this portfolio. So if you have 100,000 bucks, you'll be using 10,000 bucks, and then you divide those 10,000 to each stock 1%, meaning that uh, you will buy a stock with 100 bucks, and you wait for the sell half on a double. That's what I'm doing. You do whatever you want, because all the stocks can go to zero. And by the way, this can take years. It's not something that I'm looking to get rich by the end of the Tuesday. All right. A lot of them will go underwater. A lot of them will go in profits, like you see this one. And I saw a lot of people that are worried. Well, look at this one, for example. They say that, well, but the market, but your orders are really low. Like, you expect the market to dump 50%. But look at this one, for example. I said that I'm waiting for it to buy it at 14 bucks. I'm expecting a 70% retracement. And 1 month later, there you go. Yeah, and I have lots of examples. For example, this one, TRMD. I'm waiting for it to dump to 18 bucks, and so many other coins. Same stuff. This one, from 1,000 bucks, I'm expecting it to dump to 200. Yeah, I'll make a big update on them. Yeah, not a problem. I'm net positive on them. I have about 4 sell half on the doubles, and some others are underperforming, like this one, for example. It's underwater, but if you use proper risk management, as I'm speaking all the time about it, and if I see anyone that didn't use proper risk management and said that I went all in on BTQ because I had the impression that will do good, and look at it, it did good, and I used 10% instead of 1%, honestly, I will just block that person and kick it out from that specific area, from, I don't know, subscription or whatever. Yeah. You'll not get rich overnight with anything that you do in life. I should be more patient, actually. I should be more patient with the beginners and with the people that are learning, because I've been there too. PJ had lots of patience with me. I should remind myself that. Okay, let's call it a session. In 4 hours from now, PJ will go live. I said already my opinion about SPCX. I don't want to name that one because I saw that you kind of get muted or shadow banned or stuff like that when you speak about a specific coin underperforming or stock or whatever. I told my opinion about that. Go on my profile on Twitter and search 50%. That's all. You will see that I'm expecting it to hit 70 bucks, 65 bucks. In 4 hours from now, we go live in the New York session with PJ. I think will be a funny one. Will be quite a good session. 3 hours until the 12-hour close, that's good. The price is still strong, so there is a good probability for the price to go in the 67,200. For the moment, we hit my main AB equals CD target and all the confluences, channel highs, stuff like that, daily resistance, candle body. In confluence with a pretty good SMT of Ethereum taking the previous week high, but I already explained what I'm expecting. I'm 0.25 risk for the moment. I'll look in the near session to add more if anything. Well, we'll see you in 4 hours if you're in the Discord. PJ will open the session for everyone who is in the Discord, but it's pretty hard to join. Actually, I'll post another application today on the subscription. You need to apply and you need to answer the questions and be honest. Trust me, you cannot lie. He knows if you're lying. I'm not taking care of the applications, thanks God, because I think I would have died. A lot of people, they are really sketchy and they are trying lots of bad things, but he knows that. I mean, he has lots of experience with human psychology. So I'll post a link in the subscription. Good luck applying. Also mention your Twitter name and mention the fact that you are a subscriber. We will check that. He will check that. That being said, see you in 4 hours from now with PJ at New York trading session. Bye bye.